Hey, when guys say, whoa, when guys say that they like it thick, you know, I don't think that they necessarily are always talking about the same thing. I said, when I think I'm talking about thick, I'm talking about, like girls like this. You know, it's, you know, I have a hard time trying to explain this even to, my her girlfriend. She kind of represents a lot of these different things, and I tended to started following a lot of girls who reminded me of my girlfriend. And Asian plus size women are like very rare to be seen in public. That's because of the fact that they um, are not usually represented as the go-to type of girl in Asia. Most of the time when you look at women, you might see slightly small, but it's just changing. And Instagram has done a really good job trying to give, plus size women opportunity to shine. And despite the fact that I'll probably never meet or speak to any of these women, it's great to be able to like sort of like possess like their likeness on the camera. This one here is posing out I think this is a dashiki, from Western Africa, and being able to watch, these women like stand out like that, it gives you like hope that everyone is seeing everybody, But what I want to go ahead and bring into it is that it's not necessarily about the fact that I think that what happens is that I feel like I become more um, I feel like I'm more perverted because of the fact that I'm actually going ahead and talking about things that you shouldn't really talk about. Like trying to talk about a woman's body, in the way the way I would do it, the way I would watch it, is not necessarily a good thing. But then again, these women are posting online, and you're liking their videos. You can see that that there's a lot of different likes that these videos get. Even I mean, going back to like, and especially at one like this. I mean, this woman here, she gets a lot of likes. I don't think that she actually has her likes shared here, probably because the video is there's one. And you can see that a lot of people do get these likes, and it's just that what drives me towards it. I said that, well, one of the things that I kind of have done is that the algorithm has taken the images of what my girlfriend looks like, and then and then showed it to me, and I kind of liked the ones that that they chose, and ones that they chose, they keep showing those type of ones to me. And one of the things about um, you know um, watching this is that me traveling, it's been like the last 10 years or even 12 years, well, not during the pandemic, traveling to different parts of the world. And the confidence in a female's body when it's larger than the average girl that's shown on TV, it's great. I think that's what drives it to me, that the woman is confident in it. Like for instance, this girl's fucking thighs is being shown. She might not wear this out, but I think that now, me thinking about that, if I would have seen like her in those countries, I probably would have been more interested in trying to help, because it would be I'm actually interested in like much larger women, especially women that are slightly larger than me or much more larger. And I've after dating other women that was younger, and and if they're like, yeah, they're usually focused more on other people's um like what other people think when they're younger. And like we're talking like anything under like 18 to 30 is usually the age where um a lot of things are actually matter. But the confidence is one thing that really drives me, and then like the intelligence of the woman as well. And then again, then after that, the looks, just really great. I mean, like you could just look at it. It's just really enjoy. Like I don't know if people realize it, but like dating women that are plus size is great. Like I don't really want to drop. I don't want to just put all the information around just um, women that are much larger who are just from Asian. It's not really Asian. I mean, living in America, I spent a lot of time talking to women who were black and Spanish, but there was more of like they understood who they were, and they were accepted by society. Where there were a lot of TV shows and talks about in rap music and in R&B. There were a lot of actors and actresses that talked about these things, but it wasn't present out here. So to stand out, you were really standing out. Only until recently things have changed. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and say that. And like one thing about I think one thing I'll talk about Nancy Kakar is that she didn't start out like this big. I was following her for like a few years, and like if you go down to, and I don't want to like blast her, but this is a public account. You know, she was much. She could see that she was actually much smaller. And to me I actually like the fact that she did that she kind of when she grew and she kind of gained more and more weight. She held it pretty well. That's the term I like. She was holding it pretty well, and all of that body is really a lot to work. I think it works. It just works for me. I mean, you can go ahead and you can follow her online. She's great, you know, but I definitely feel that um, you might have girls like this who are like medium size. Um, they're not really that. I mean, like compared to the other girls, they're not really that much bigger, but they can be considered plus size because of the fact that the hips and legs are much bigger than normal than the average girls out there. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like and there's another girl. Like her name is something black, and she does a lot of videos, a lot of posing for modeling, posing for clothes. She's a model online, and one thing and she kind of actually she's like one of the out of all of the girls I've shown you, she closely represents like a lot like how the shape and the type of girl like I date or I would be interested in dating, only because of the fact that there was actually a picture she had holding her phone very similar to how my girlfriend was holding her phone, and I showed it to her, and she was like, "What is this?" And she didn't want to like admit it, but to me, to my eye, that's kind of like where I was with it. So that's basically. I don't want to ramble on too much, but like if this is a Instagram like guide, you can kind of like take pictures and kind of like somebody blog about it. And I also wanted to go ahead and talk about I'm not necessarily like uh, I'm not. I still love black women. I still am, you know, think that they're hot. I dated black women. I was actually like even like married to one for a while, but and it was it's not. I think that um, black women, they speak for themselves. They have this like this shine that they don't need nobody to really speak about it. And in other countries, it feels that it's totally different. And I think that once you know, black women and Asian women and could start working together in public and getting each groups to talk about what they want in life or how they feel about just a human being, they would we would probably have a lot more interesting conversations to have. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I don't want to ramble on. It's like it's going on 10 minutes now. But thanks a lot. I'll make another video soon. I just wanted to. This came in my head. I needed to put it out there. So thanks.